Hey y'all, welcome to the Lips Reaction channel. I'm Lips, and we're going to start Dune Prophecy today. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited for this show. I've seen the first Dune movie, and I'm going to be so honest, I haven't seen the second Dune movie because I felt a little bit lost in the world of Dune. My reaction to the first Dune movie is live. I think it was originally posted on the Lipsmacker channel, but if you go into the movie reactions playlist, it should be in there. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked the world, really liked the cinematography. But for not knowing the world, not knowing the story, not knowing the implications of all sorts of things, I was a little bit lost. So when I heard about the Dune Prophecy show, which is a prequel to the movies, I've been really interested in diving into it and watching it, and it just released. And the reason being is that I think it sounds like something that's more attainable maybe for someone who hasn't read the books and hasn't, you know, done a lot of hasn't done overly exhaustive research into the show and the world. So that's kind of what I'm thinking and hoping for with it, is that it will invite me in because it's a world that really intrigues me. And as much as I would like to read the books, I want to read the Game of Thrones books. As much as I would like to read the books, I have also heard that they're kind of dense. And so I don't know if that's the best way for me personally, to dive into the world, because when it comes to reading, sometimes I need something something easier, something I need, sometimes with some worlds I need that first little pull in. And the first movie did pull me in, but it did also make me feel really, really dumb. So let's get into the sequel. So this is 10,000 years before the birth of Paul. This is 10,000 years before the birth of Paul. Ooh. And we get to discover the shadowed origins of the fabled Bene Gesserit, the powerful sisterhood whose influence spans across the Imperium. So let's dive in, shall we? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want the full-length reaction to this. It is over on Patreon, and I'll see you in the episode. Victory is celebrated in the light, but it is won in the darkness.
What holds more truth? History or prophecy? When humans rose up against the thinking machines, history says it was an Atreides who led them to victory, while my great-grandfather deserted the fight. History branded my family as cowards, and so we were banished to a desolate world.
Wow.
But the history the Atreides wrote was spun out of lies. And I, Valia Harkonnen, would set out to change it. So I broke free from the past and chose a new family. Rakella Berto Anirul, a hero during the wars. She trained sisters to work as truthsayers, assigned to the great houses to help them sift truth from lies. Together, they would form a network of influence throughout the Imperium. Rakella would use it to govern the future.
Fascinating.
But those who held power were inherently driven by violence and greed. Mother Rakella embarked on a secret project. She wanted to breed better leaders. She would use it to foster the right royal unions and cultivate rulers we could control. Zealots among us would view this breeding as heresy.
You lost me at control.
I shared her vision, and I would stop at nothing to carry it out. In her final moments, she called for me.
These prayers won't help her. What is she doing here?
It's coming.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Yeah, tense music indeed. Oh!
You will be want to see the burning truth and know.
And no. She, that girl's like, well, what the frick?
A holy judgment brought on by a tyrant. From what I saw in Raquel's eyes, I believe one is coming for us. We have to prepare by putting one of ours on the throne. Dorothea will never agree. She has to, Kasha.
Mother Raquel always said we could not be split in our purpose. Factions in the Sisterhood would only weaken our order.
Uh-oh.
What she foresaw was a force of unimaginable darkness that could destroy us completely.
The call's coming from within inside the house.
Mother Raquel urged us to use every tool.
Humility is the foundation of our virtues.
Uh-oh.
The foundation of our virtue.
The mind of man is holy.
The mind of man is holy.
Oh. The fractures are intense already.
Most would run from it. I would walk through it. That is why Mother Raquel chose me to lead.
Yeah, well, you didn't. I don't think the other woman got the message there. Yep.
Mother Dorothea, what are you doing?
But she wasn't chosen.
What should have been done long ago?
I think she wants to tear it all down.
Why do you need access to the breeding index?
Whoa.
So I can return the Sisterhood to its values.
We are meant to guide the Imperium, not rule it.
We must create the path and lead others to it. We're the only ones who can.
Ever since you arrived, you and your sister Tula, you've thought too highly of yourself.
Whoa. Whoa.
You heard what she said. You swore to use every tool.
Because I did not want to fight with her on her deathbed.
Where's the honor in that, though?
This is us playing God, and we will be judged for it. I honor my grandmother, but this great work of hers must be destroyed.
That's wild. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about their voices. Oh my god.
A new skill I've been honing.
It's good.
I will never bend to you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Then take out your blade.
Oh.
Drive it into your throat.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't even have to lift a finger. Oh, she's scary.
I knew then the name Valia Harkonnen would forever be damned to the wrong side of history.
Oh.
But my truth lay in prophecy.
Sisterhood above all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, 30 years later. 116 years after the end of the Great Machine Wars. 10,148 years before the birth of Paul Atreides.
House Svarric and House Kumali have put in requests for a Truthsayer. And House Harkonnen has put in a fourth request.
Yes to House Varric. And you can tell House Harkonnen no for a fourth time.
Well, it looks like she's running things pretty, well.
That's the princess's half-brother. He has no claim to the throne.
Oh.
A man with no purpose devises only mischief.
Nothing I like more than a man with great wealth and idle hands.
You know what? Good for her. You know what?
I think the whole point of her coming here is to be her own Truthsayer.
Oh. Ooh.
Once your sister is here, she will be treated as every other student. The dormitory is quite comfortable.
That's not acceptable.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I had to try.
Oh, okay, that was easy.
Shall we?
I mean, she should be treated like everyone. I mean, she's a princess, though.
Humanity's greatest weapon is the lie. Human beings rely on lies to survive. We lie to our enemies. We lie to our friends.
We lie to ourselves.
We lie to ourselves.
Got him.
It's clear you have a grasp of theory. Tomorrow you will be tested on your progress. I suggest you get some rest today.
She's kind of scary.
This time next week she'll be ours.
And this is what they've wanted for 30 years. How did they get it, though? Just by, like, raising their credibility? Raising the desire to be a truthsayer? Oh. Ooh. Why is it so, sexual?
Focus on the body, not the blade. The eyes, they can lie, but this will tell you where your opponent's heading, even before they know.
Where is the opponent heading right now?
As a royal wedding present, House Richese gifts the House of Carino a newly built fleet of ballista motherships.
What a wedding present! Puts a KitchenAid mixer to shame.
Your issues on Arrakis will be a thing of the past, and spice will flow.
My blood to build, and I do it spectacularly.
Oh, they talking.
Richese's ships are superior.
Our priority is this wedding. We will deal with the Duke when it's done.
She's trying to make a fool of me. Very well, you have a deal.
Well, these.
See you at the engagement.
Oh no, they're okay. They're aligned.
Your task is to demonstrate, at the least, a rudimentary command of truth-saying.
Ain't you a pretty little thing?
Whoa.
Honestly, these were the best you could find.
If you think it's so simple to deceive, sister, tell us, why are you here?
Ooh. Why are you here?
My mother and father sold me to a man who made his money peddling the flesh of children.
Yikes.
I slit his throat in his sleep.
Oh.
Then I went home and did the same to my parents.
Whoa. Girl, no! Oh, she was deceiving us. Oh. I think. Okay, maybe not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, unfortunately, I cannot tell a lie. Well, I cannot tell when someone's telling a lie.
The veil belonged to my mother, made by the wanderers of Harmonthep.
Very understated.
It's a symbol of strength. Something I wish you'd show a little more of.
Ooh.
I hear Pruitt Richese is quite charming.
The boy is 9.
Every year before he comes of age is mine to do with what I will. I'd make him younger if I could.
You took my counsel, you'd rule how you want and marry who you want.
Hmm. So it'll be...
I see the way you look at our new sword master.
I'm getting what I want.
Oh. Okay, slay. Okay, so she... her husband is 9 years old at the moment. Okay, so she just wants time to do her own thing. And she is. I like her.
There's a soldier here from Arrakis.
Can't you deal with it?
It's Desmond Hart, sir.
We heard your regiment was wiped out in a Fremen attack.
That is why I've come. Because I'm the only one that can tell you the truth.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
The attack on Arrakis. It wasn't Fremen. They were insurgents from your own allied worlds.
Uh-oh.
His story is true, Your Majesty.
Then why wasn't I informed?
It must be an isolated incident.
Oh, that's the benefit of them.
Actually, Your Majesty, I was hoping that I could get an assignment here at the palace.
We're about to have quite a party. Join us.
A wedding for a 9-year-old and a grown woman. Well, she seems grown enough. So, something sus. I didn't pick up on. Oh, not the pomegranates. Persephone? I love the eyes. Whoa. 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 Hello? Whoa. Hello? Uh-oh.
I came to say goodbye. Remember the day my sisters and I found you? A child, held captive for years. That one day, you would lead our Imperium to a better future.
Mm-hmm.
Our marriage may have joined the Imperium. It didn't cement it.
Stop parroting her words back at me. I know exactly what our marriage did. I brokered it.
Oh.
There was a time when you took my views seriously. The Imperium was the stronger for it.
We remember things differently.
Oh, uh-oh. We'll say a fracture in a marriage. Well, pretty big fracture. Right? You can be stronger together, usually, but I don't know. We'll need a little more backstory on that, because he seems distant. Don't look at me like that.
Our aim is not to broaden the princess's worldview, it's to adhere her to our own.
The Sisterhoods, you mean?
Right. Does she mean?
Jen has bite, doesn't she?
Yeah, she sure does.
If she can be tamed.
Reminds me of someone else I know.
When was I ever tamed?
Never.
Exactly.
Well, I think the princess would like her, but she's too independent a thinker. With someone we can trust to keep her in line.
She's picking up on things, because I don't know if they're necessarily on the same exact page. If they have the same motives here.
We took her in when she had nowhere else to turn. She is uniquely useful.
Uniquely useful.
Oh, don't dissemble, sister. You're only hard on her because she's your favorite.
Well, your favorite's like a lamb lost in the woods.
How?
Lila is a true empath. She needs to be nurtured.
Weakness is not something to nurture.
Is she calling empathy
and
weakness?
In time, she'll grow all those hard layers that you measure worth by, as I did.
Oh.
What matters most is what's underneath those hard layers.
Wait, so then why are we discounting the other girl? Okay, I see. I'm seeing the differences between them two.
What I saw was no ordinary nightmare. She's strong. Not easily handled.
Good. That's why she was chosen.
You forget I'm the one who bonded with her since she was a child.
Oh.
Now is not the time to lose faith in a plan that has been decades in the making.
30 years, yeah.
What if we've brought on the reckoning Raquel spoke of?
You forget
Oh.
that Raquel asked for as she lay dying. I shall see the burning truth. I think I know what she wanted.
Perhaps we're too righteous.
A sister on the throne, that's what we agreed. And this is the marriage that makes it possible.
And she wants it too. But that nightmare of her saying, "This is all your fault," is really harrowing, isn't it? That's who she's marrying. Are we not embarrassed? Are we not embarrassed?
May I present to you my son and the future of your royal line. Lord Pruitt Richese.
He should be playing with fire trucks
May the
and
Richese seed find purchase in royal womb.
superhero toys. He should be playing house in a sandbox. You should be able to throw something into the pool and he dives down and gets it, and you do that for 10 hours straight. Not 10 hours straight maybe, but 3, 2, 1. I don't know how long do kids do that for. She looks stunning. She looked for him. I think she's gonna have her little love affair, isn't she? Well.
Why do you dismiss her out of hand?
It wasn't out of hand. I heard what she said, and then I dismissed her.
So it is blind obedience you want?
Ooh.
I am trying to protect us and the Imperium the only way I know how.
I believe in your commitment, Valia.
Yeah, but she's not
Oh, maybe she's grown too close to my miss.
like I don't know, is she not likable? There's something about her that gives me pause.
Why not just check the match? See if Princess Inez truly is the one we should put all our hopes in.
So what do you do?
You don't actually have to speak. Father says this is just a formality.
Oh. And he's only 9 and he's talking to you like that. Okay. The forbidden fruit. Well, that's apples, but... I'm uncomfortable. But I like our queen. Our princess. So far.
And have we discussed the untapped value of whale seed? Its medicinal benefits.
Would you excuse me?
Like it's baby seed? No, thank you.
What do you have there?
Nothing.
What is it, little brat?
Your intent is to deceive.
You're not a truthsayer.
Not yet, but I know a liar when I see one.
Is it a toy? Oh. Oh. What the oh, she didn't like that. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's not good, is it? It's like a little machine thing. They don't like those.
That technology is forbidden!
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me you're all afraid of a little toy.
Afraid?
We not have a war against those?
Let's be sensible. Don't let this ruin our celebration.
Uh-oh.
Let us.
He's stuck between his political agreement and his wife, which he doesn't.
This transgression.
Him and his wife don't see eye to eye on things for something that feels more personal than it does. I don't know. Ooh, if looks could kill. Like, I feel like sometimes he's not siding with his wife because, like, he has a personal grudge against her. You know what I mean? Maybe a grudge is not the right word, but. Oh.
Thank you, Nez.
Once our marriage goes through, you pull something like that again and I'll stab you myself, you little shit.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh.
I checked the genetic archive. Inez is the right choice. And this is the match that stabilizes the Carino line for centuries. I'm wondering if, when all this is over, Crusher shouldn't spend some time here with us.
Perhaps I sense someone is trying to deceive.
Cassia may be wrong about the wedding, but no one is closer to the Emperor. We need her influence. You can't keep picking pieces off the board just because they disagree with you.
So true.
After all our training, the princess will just stroll in here as an acolyte. How's that fair?
She's a princess. She's never known fair.
So she does get special treatment.
We're going to Division. One last night out, you and me.
Party. Oh. Doing a little spice. Why couldn't we bring our sword guy? Penny, for your thoughts?
Fear can be debilitating, especially on a planet like Arrakis, where everything is constantly trying to kill you.
What do you think? You think a fleet of fighters will be enough to end my troubles on Arrakis?
Yes, but they'll do nothing about the growing insurgency in the Imperium. Your Majesty, the theft of spice is a mere symptom. Your troubles are far greater than just Arrakis.
Do tell.
More and more people question if we're too quick to discard the machines. And why only the great houses profit from spice?
Well, the machines it did seem trying to kill us, no?
Kasha's never led me astray. I feel this wedding is wrong. Without spice, the great houses would feed me to the worm.
That attack should have killed me. The fear I felt staring down in that abyss. You know what I prayed for then? The strength to feel nothing.
Oh.
Next thing I know, I'm clawing my way out of the sand. My lungs are screaming. And when I took my first breath, I felt reborn.
Oh.
I was no longer afraid.
Perhaps you didn't make it out alive.
The gods are listening.
Religion is my wife's refuge.
What is yours?
I tell you something. The gods freed me from this vice of a wedding. Consider me a true believer.
Oh, wow. You want a 9-year-old kid to well, maybe he doesn't want the kid to die, but okay. Interesting. It's interesting because I feel like if his marriage didn't have the fracture that it does, that we don't really understand why this wedding wouldn't be happening. But because him and his wife won't work together as a team, can't work together as a team, he's screwed right now. He feels, I don't know. No, he's not screwed. He's just perhaps making different choices than he would otherwise.
Atreides. Everything okay?
Oh.
We're good.
Atreides.
In 2 days' time, I'll be in another world.
Oh.
Your story was a lie, but there was truth behind it.
Yeah.
I was raised here, in the Sisterhood. The Reverend Mothers, they don't always know who our parents are.
Don't worry, Doe Eyes.
Doe
One way or
Eyes.
another, our past always finds us.
Oh. Uh-oh. I think perhaps he's been freed of the vice of this marriage.
Be okay. I promise. I'm here now.
Uh-oh.
I'd be afraid too. After what happened to your toy.
I don't think I know who to trust here, but I don't know if I don't not trust him, but I don't know if I think he's gonna do something bad.
There's no war here.
Well, many see it, but I do. There's a war hidden in plain sight.
That's why he wants to be here.
By an enemy that has made themselves indispensable.
Because of spice.
That has come here to do our thinking for us.
But the machine wars ended ages ago.
They did. I know.
That's not it.
That's why it is so troubling that we're being controlled again.
By the top powers.
That is why I've been gifted a great power.
Uh-oh.
To win a war requires sacrifice. And yours, it won't be in vain.
Oh no. Oh How are you?
It's okay.
No. How are you doing that? Oh no. No. What the hell? He's just a kid. Uh-oh. 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 Hello? Whoa. Whoa. How's that also happening to her? She can feel what's happening to the kid, and it's happening to her as well. Uh-oh. Holy heck.
I see my...
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, slay. Okay, well, that's a great first episode. It's exactly what I wanted for this world. It's exactly the kind of episode that pulls me in. First episodes of shows can be, I think they can be some of the hardest episodes to create, because you have to pull people in and explain the world, and that's not always so easy. And I think they did a beautiful job in this episode. I really do think that they did. I'm really happy with it so far. I think in a really digestible way. Now, I do have the first Dune movie under my belt, but I will also say I have a very base memory of it, which is another reason why I haven't watched the second movie yet, because one, I felt like dumb watching the first movie. I felt like I didn't fully understand what was happening in that world, but I enjoyed it. But then two, I've wanted to go back and watch it again before seeing the second one, and I just haven't had the time yet to invest fully back into the first one, because I want to do it like very like thoughtfully and like sit down and like really take it in. So hopefully I'll make time for that here soon. But I feel like I understand the world. And also because we're 10,000 years before the first Dune movie. So understanding where the world is at right now is also very important. Understanding who holds power, understanding why they hold the power, understanding kind of the pain of the machines in that war, understanding kind of it's not the beginning, but understanding the concept of the Bene Gesserit, the kind of, I guess, the origin, yeah, that is really fascinating, and it's pulling us in. And then that ending is so good, and there's something that I feel like is being done really well in this show right now, where you're getting, and maybe I am kind of like seeing it wrong, but you are getting these like hints and clues onto like who to trust, who not to trust, maybe there's some red herrings in there, but I feel like I don't know if it's the pacing or the cuts, the transitions, or what it is, but I do feel like they gave us, without having to say good and bad, but maybe I don't really know if, I don't know. I feel like they gave us a base layer, a foundation of like, here's the key players. Here's kind of morally where the playing ground is. Here's where the control's coming from. But then it's interesting, right? Because spice is a huge control, but obviously the Bene Gesserit is also a huge source of control, but I'm in it. I'm so excited. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this show. And I think it will finally get me to watch the second Dune movie. And again, not that I haven't wanted to watch it, because the Dune world is such a fascinating and cool world. But it's a very dense world. And I mean that with respect. I don't mean that derogatory. I mean, it's a very dense world that I think when you're consuming media, sometimes it's okay to just say, like, I like this. My brain does not want something of this nature right now. And a show format with a dense world feels a lot more tangible. It feels like something I can consume, whereas a movie, like you have to pack a lot more into a movie. And the Dune movies are quite long too. So I'm very excited to watch this show and to get more, feel more included, more involved. Because like that is something that's interesting, is like the first Dune movie, I felt like such an outsider. I felt like I wasn't in. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for joining me. If you want the full-length reaction to this or anything else you see here on the channel, it's over on Patreon, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're at it. And I'll see you in the comments, or as I like to call it, the party section.